Alright, so tonight we got the first two episodes of X-Men 97. I'm excited to check this out. Full disclosure though, I still have not seen the animated series. I said about a month ago whenever I did the trailer reaction for this show that I was trying to make time for myself to watch the animated show, but if time grew on trees, I would have watched it. But I have seen the first couple of episodes from this series, the Night of the Sentinels episodes, I think that's what they're called, and then I did watch the new Rockstars breakdown of the entire series, so I feel like I've done the best that I possibly can without watching the original animated series to catch myself up in order to watch this. I'm sure there's a lot of context that I'm going to be missing out on, but I do know that they did make this show for new X-Men fans as well as the originals, obviously. But I did see interviews with some of the creators saying that they wanted to make this an on-ramp for new X-Men fans, so I'm sure that I don't have to have the entire context of the original animated series, but I definitely think it would have helped. Nonetheless, everything I've seen from this show so far looks absolutely fantastic. I love the animation style, what they're doing with the story, even though, like I said, I don't have the full context. The direction that they're taking it, I'm really excited to see. Plus, this is the first X-Men thing that Marvel Studios is doing, so that naturally has me excited. Live action X-Men has me a little bit more excited, but nonetheless, Marvel and both Star Wars really have been killing it with animation lately. So even without knowing everything from the original animated show, I'm excited to check this out. Before we get started though, do me a favor, if you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, like button, turning on post notifications, whatever you guys want to do to support the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're interested in seeing full-length versions of this reaction or any other reaction that I have up on the channel, as well as early access to said reactions, you'll find them right here on YouTube on my membership page. So if you guys could check those out as well, I would greatly appreciate it. So without further ado, I'm super excited. So let's go. This theme song is so cool. Like I said, I didn't watch the original show, but I get that this is a variation of the original intro, so that's cool. Is that Mr. Sinister? The Stark Industries logo at the top of the Times Square billboard.
We take a look back on another life cut short. Professor Charles Xavier, the mutant leader's assassination last year by former NSA agent Henry Gyrick.
So Charles isn't dead, right? He just got taken off-world. He's like in a coma, right?
Experts debate this and more after the break.
This is Sunspot, right?
Collared him just in case. Hear that, Muty? So long as that collar stays on, your powers are bye-bye.
Muty.
I was born this way.
Ain't that the rub?
Iceman? Or Storm?
I am Storm, mistress of the elements. Surrender the boy, or face my fury!
I ain't afraid of you.
Should be.
You are a fool.
Yes, you are.
Whole announcement stick didn't go over so well.
Bishop.
Keep shooting, punk!
Dude, the animation is great. It's reminiscent of what I have seen from the animated show, the original one that is, but also new.
Good guy or bad guy?
Name's Cyclops. Definitely the good guy. Hang tight.
Who do you guys think should play him in live action? I keep seeing Henry Cavill, and like Cyclops is jacked, so I think that could work.
Here, get down!
Whoa,
Take his visor before he starts up again.
No, don't! I surrender!
big mistake.
Not.
Yeah. I like that they're incorporating like the Daily Bugle Spider-Man stuff. Like it said, is Spider-Man a mutant?
These beignets needed me more than you did, mon ami.
The Friends of Humanity had retrofitted Sentinel weaponry.
Dude, I really hope that, what's his face? Channing Tatum. I hope that Channing Tatum is playing him in Deadpool 3.
The last few months have been rough, what with the professor being gone and all. But sugar, if you don't simmer down, you're gonna die of a stroke.
Rogue is right, Cyclops.
Morph, I assume?
Where both human and mutant live free of your total disdain for fun.
Stop being a creep, Morph.
The laugh.
Maybe this here.
Jean?
All he cares about are his stupid beignets. I don't know who's worse, him or Wolverine.
Obviously, I know that him and Cyclops don't get along at all. That was a very prominent thing in the Fox movies, though, so. The Jolly Blue Giant.
Hank McCoy here, or if you prefer my friendly nom de guerre, Beast. One day life's fresh, then the next day you're waking up to a blue monkey singing Mozart as he tinkers with doohickeys.
And this doohickey is an elegant piece of art capable of teleporting someone through time and space.
Bishop's bling. He's a time traveler.
Oh yeah, that's right. In the breakdown that I watched, there was the Days of Future Past storyline.
Your attackers could still be out there, child. Should we let you leave, they could find you and kill you.
Just give us the day to figure this out. Make sure you're safe, and then you can go do whatever a kid like you does.
It's very reminiscent of the 2000 X-Men, where Wolverine first shows up, and kind of Rogue, but they don't really make her and him stay there. Like, they're not forcing them, or I can't remember.
A new age begins.
It's the danger room. It's where we train. That's Magneto, the professor's ex-bestie. They had, different takes on mutant-human coexistence.
Very different.
The like is not even real.
You would turn your back on your own?
It's gonna feel real.
Seriously, girl, get to life. Oh, so scary, Jubilee. Can we stop now?
Computer, end program. Scary enough for you, bub?
Bub.
Have been catching rumors of anti-mutant militias with Sentinel weaponry.
Look at those old suits.
Charles Xavier was a dear friend of mine. A little trust, Scott.
The professor loved to say, trust happens when actions meet words. Cyclops out.
Cyclops out. It's so intentionally cheesy and I love it.
You know, if he were here, the team wouldn't be shooting hoops while slime like the Friends of Humanity are running around with Sentinel blasters.
Is that Archangel in the picture? I think it is.
With the baby coming, maybe it's time to think of a life beyond the X-Men?
Beyond? You mean leave the team?
Yeah, I was gonna say, he's not gonna be down for that.
Our son will need us more. Deep down, you know that.
I don't think that's gonna happen though, because the marketing was making it pretty obvious that he's gonna be the leader of the X-Men, at least for a while.
Logan, take that nose of yours and go find a kid. Actually, all of you could stand to act a little more like X-Men. Go with them.
Hey now, we didn't do a dang thing.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
But I don't much go in for being bossed around.
Cry me a river, Wolverine.
Logan. Find Roberto.
He'll listen to her.
What Gyrick did was pretty horrible. But want to know the worst part about the professor being gone? You.
And the beef has started, as if it hadn't already.
Kids here.
If I was down there and one of them brushed against
Yeah.
my power sapping touch would leave him with a nasty hangover.
Hangover is putting it lightly.
Want to talk about it? Let's just find this trust fund baby and get out of here, Morph.
I know what's wrong. I'm Jean Grey, humble telepath extraordinaire, and I'm having the most beautiful baby in the world.
He's so pissed.
They're leaving the team, Morph. Jean's leaving.
No, I'm not going back there.
Dork, let's go. You're not safe here.
No, you're not. The choppy animation really adds to it.
FOH ran when they saw us coming. Dropped one of their little toys, too.
Gray Cyclops find where these bad boys are coming from.
The Cajun accent kills me.
Why would I know where Trask is?
You're serving 25 years. You talk and I get it down to 10.
Though it's gotta hurt offering that deal to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you really want him out in 10 years?
Normal people know the more room we make for your kind, the less we leave for ours. Tolerance is extinction.
Interesting take.
We both know you're no Charles Xavier.
You're right. I'm not Charles Xavier. He'd do everything in his power to save you.
From what? You?
No, but have you met my wife?
Cerebro.
One master mold is not enough. We need backups.
I know a place. I know.
Something's wrong. Someone else.
The hell? No baby. There's baby. There's baby again. What is going on?
Behold, mutant and despair, for I am death. I am Master Mold.
Yeah, I was gonna say, obviously it's all in her head, but...
We have to stop Trask. Now.
We fly into the coordinates, detain Trask, and shut down Master Mode for good.
I say we skip detaining and mail Trask back to the UN in little pieces.
What's his name? Master Mold? Like the big Sentinel? Like the Ultimate Sentinel?
We get this done by working together as a team. Think you can do that, Logan?
Jeez, Dad. Keep buzzing in my ear. What would we do if we ever lost you?
Whoa. Huh. Dude, the action's good. I was gonna say, a few of you can fly. Is that Morph that just turned into Archangel?
Another Catch the X-Men day.
Solid work, team. See you on the ground.
How are you getting down safely? Yeah, we're just gonna Superman fly right towards the Earth. I assume that slowed him down, right? Yeah.
To me, my
X-Men. The theme.
Gyrick warned me you were coming. Even in prison, he has friends who know the mutant agenda must be stopped.
Trask. That's not scary. Did anybody else just see the gigantic rib cage on the ground? Am I the only one that saw that?
Greetings, enemy mine.
Do the Sentinels have like artificial rib cages? Because it looked like that size.
Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful involuntary friendship.
Aw, cool. Whoa.
Give him the forecast.
Omega level threat detected.
The forecast. Storm's an Omega level mutant? Maybe in this. I guess I'm just referring to the Fox movies, which I know. But I guess I can't remember if she was an Omega level mutant in that. Because I know Jean was. I can't remember who else, I'll be honest.
You underestimate us.
That's so sweet.
Morph! Belly out!
Well, that was easy. Barely an inconvenience.
You X-Men might use your gifts to protect everyone. You've no idea how it feels to be left behind by the future.
Oh, the eyes animated through the lenses. That was good.
You sound like Charles. He would have been proud today.
Thank you, Dr. Cooper, but to be honest, it was a team effort.
Why is Wolverine's, like, shirt just completely torn up?
When I first came here, I ran away, just like you. The team had saved me from Sentinels at the mall, but sure, Cyclops still won't let me fly the jet, but this isn't some weird school.
I don't think just anybody can fly the jet.
Some sort of solar energy. Still figuring it out. Makes me strong, though. Really strong.
It doesn't burn his clothes?
Just guess.
I guess not.
What's your job? Hot and rich?
Don't forget single. Page me. I got a jet, too. Maybe I'll even let you fly it.
Interesting.
No powers.
What about Gambit's other power?
I love how she's the ref.
Jean and I have an announcement.
You're bailing on us to go raise your little one someplace nice and normal.
Logan, we're not bailing.
Do you blame her, though?
Who the heck is gonna lead the team?
Intruders alert. Intruders
Sensors show the intruder has breached the professor's old office.
Magneto. And I assume this is what makes them stay.
What are you doing in our home?
Your home? I beg to differ, son. The last will and testament of Charles Francis Xavier.
Francis?
Everything he fought for now belongs to me. My X-Men.
Whole new meaning to that title now. Dude, that was good. Gotta say, I'm liking this a lot more than I thought I would. I thought I was gonna struggle, and I'm obviously struggling. You guys can tell to, connect a lot of the dots, but I'm still enjoying it a lot on its own merit. I'm loving the animation style. I'm really liking what they're doing with these characters. I'm able to follow the storyline because I know these characters from other mediums, but it's not the same thing. I recognize that. But yeah, let's check out this next episode.
Previously on X-Men.
I know that previously on X-Men is infamous now.
Gyrick warned me you were coming.
Yeah, them having allies on the inside doesn't worry you guys at all? Because Trask said that Gyrick got the information to him through one of their sources, I guess. Or just one of their allies. Magneto in this one. I love his look in this. Just the big M. I know it's a comic book look, but very cool. It's interesting. It said the Beast. Never heard anybody referred to him as the Beast. Just Beast. Yeah, that's Mr. Sinister, right? They're definitely teasing a conflict between like the X-Men that they established in the first episode and then Magneto and some other people, or other mutants, should I say.
Any sudden moves and the wheel could come crashing down.
It's okay, honey.
I would never get on a Ferris wheel again. Not that I would want to in the first place. I don't like heights. Magneto?
Is that who I think it is? Saving humans?
Very different. Different than the Magneto that we know, I mean.
Maybe we're seeing this wrong. Maybe he did this for us.
Did he, though?
We're hearing the international community is closely monitoring the situation, with some demanding this unlikely savior answer for his past crime.
This is our home, you pig. It's all we have left. All you dogs left us.
Oh yeah, some of them live in the sewers.
The depths you humans go. Electricity and magnetism are intimately acquainted.
Yeah.
I am the master of magnetism.
Dirty mutant! You get what's coming to run! You're him! You're...
Magneto, you shall never be afraid again.
That's a bold promise.
I have arranged for the Morlocks to travel to the mutant nation of Genosha.
I wonder what the Genosha for the MCU is going to be. Some people are saying it's going to be like Tiamat Island. And Tiamat Island is actually made of adamantium, apparently, according to some of the Captain America 4 leaks.
The tragic fact that I did not consign those sapiens to the waste bin of history is proof of my desire to honor Charles Xavier's dream of mutant-human coexistence.
It hurt him to say that.
Scan your mind. See your real plans.
Scott. No.
What? You did it with Gyrick.
I accessed Gyrick's mind for information.
We'd be doing the same thing here.
Even if I sensed Magneto's intentions were sincere, that's today. This hour. This minute.
I guess that's true. Intentions change.
I'm keeping an eye on you.
Scott?
Yep.
Read the will again. Like it or not, this is what the professor wanted.
I figured that would keep him around.
Even Charles Xavier can make a mistake.
Yeah, and we've seen that from the movies.
There was Scott, fighting by my side.
Oh, that's the Wolverine picture where he's rubbing the picture frame.
There are times when I think about the baby.
I hope you're thinking about the baby.
You wish him to be born human. I have wondered what it would be like to be human. It is a tempting daydream. But then I remember how my mutant gifts brought me to this mansion, to this family.
Just ever since I was in Gyrick's mind, I can't shake this feeling that something terrible is coming.
It sure looked that way.
Giving me the heebie-jeebies pouting with that old bucket of yours.
Back when we were friends, I would always sense Charles in my mind. I told myself I needed this to protect myself from his psychic powers.
Okay, so to my knowledge, in the original animated show, the helmet didn't block Charles's powers. Now they do, and that was a thing that was invented for or created for the Fox movies, right?
My past is too littered with error.
Mine was too, but the X-Men still took me in. The thing is, I didn't go about demanding their trust. I earned it.
Earned it.
I feared you would do your best to avoid being alone with me, Rogue.
What would Gambit think about all this?
That was a long time ago, Eric. And that cat's gotta stay in its bag. You hear me?
Yeah, keep the cat in the bag.
Ready yourselves, my X-Men.
We don't lose our cool when the good guys show up.
Are they good, though? Good guys don't point guns at you.
We're here for Magneto.
Yep.
Think twice. Our rifles are resistant to your electromagnetic powers.
I don't think your helicopters are.
I should have thought twice.
By order of the UN Commission on Superhuman Activities, I hereby place you under arrest for crimes against humanity.
Should I successfully vindicate myself in what I will generously assume is a fair trial, will I earn your trust?
He's got some intentions, and I don't necessarily like them. Maybe this is to earn their trust, because he brought that line back up, but it's Magneto.
Cooper's listing every nasty step Magneto's taken from here to Asteroid M. Folks outside are pissed he's even getting a trial.
Have you seen Scott?
Oh, he's there with the others, making sure Magneto doesn't pull one of his stunts.
He didn't tell me.
A lot of that going around lately.
Folks out there want the UN's head just as much as his. Stir the pot, boys, and keep them distracted.
Oh, shit.
I'll only have one shot.
That's a comic book cover, right? That image of him in the handcuffs with the M.
My people's homes were burned to ash because we dared to call God by another name. You claim justice is overdue. Indeed. But so is healing.
Your words, while kind, do nothing to heal those hurt by your crime.
Or killed. It's definitely not healing them.
Not the worst thing that don't go Magneto's way, don't you think?
This Cajun accent, I'm telling you, it's so funny to me. I'm sorry, but it's funny.
They must want Magneto.
And the judges, ma'am.
What in the blazes did we do?
What in the blazes?
Watch Magneto and the judges. The rest of us will back up the guards in the lobby. Our goal is de-escalation.
Crowd's lost their blasted mind.
Logan!
Oh boy.
He's here!
Apocalypse?
Apocalypse.
Oh, crap.
Careful, Logan!
How fitting that he's the one taking her to the hospital.
Almost there.
Oh boy. Yeah, contractions for her gotta be crazy. Or at least what happens around her whenever she gets contractions.
Here to make sure gene freaks like Magneto pay for their crimes.
Those guys are dead. Oh shit.
Know what I hate about your kind? You act like you got it so bad. Normal people have it hard too. Harder!
He's getting the shit beat out of him.
I hate your whining just as much as I hate you.
Oh, Morph. I was like, who?
Scott, hurry!
Jean, you're in pain.
The baby's coming, Scott!
Rogue, fly Cyclops to Jean immediately.
Be careful, Storm. It's still Magneto.
Did he hear that? They shot that like he heard it.
You, uncaller Magneto, you!
Well, now who does she think she...
Do not think. Be silent, heed my commands, and you shall survive.
What do you mean, don't do mutant births?
You people can lose control of your powers. And if she needs a C-section...
I'll show you a C-section, Bob.
He'll give you a C-section.
Can you use your powers to siphon his medical expertise?
Excuse me? You all need to...
Sorry, sugar. Prep an IV and get this lady to a room.
Go, go, go!
Magneto!
Dude, I am loving this so far.
Be animals.
Whoa.
And be caged.
Let us see how their mob manners fare against the shock of good conduct!
That was a good shot. You're aiming at the wrong person there.
Magneto!
There you go.
Storm!
Oh shit. I was gonna say, they did not just kill Storm. Oh, but I think this guy's gonna die. No, she's not looking good.
The breeze is gone. I cannot feel it. Nor the moisture, nor the air.
Did that take away her powers?
This is your dream. My kind splayed before you, powerless and afraid.
Like, I know what the weapon did, but like, I'm just baffled that they would take away her power.
Never again.
Oh dear.
Yeah, Magneto is definitely not on their side anymore. That did not last long. Is he gonna drop him?
There was a time I would smite you all for what was done to Storm. But today, I have saved you from your own. For an old friend has challenged me to remember this view of Earth.
Okay, maybe he is a little bit more sane than I thought.
I am trying to be better.
I don't think this guy deserves better, though.
Do not make me let you down.
What a choice of words.
Well, doesn't he need a name?
I was thinking Nathan.
Dude, I cannot believe how much I'm liking this so far. Sorry, I'm not talking as much just because I'm not as versed in the X-Men and, like, the animated show, that is, as anybody else watching this video. Plus, I'm just so invested.
Inhibitor collars use radiation to temporarily neutralize our mutant powers. The Executioner's laser rifle fired a concentrated dose of that same radiation.
Yeah, that's what we saw him doing in his apartment, right?
How long?
Additional tests will be needed before...
Hank, please.
Forever.
Permanent.
We'll fix this.
Yeah, that sucks.
Not until you're well again. Please, we need to contact you.
Well, she was talking about having a desire to be human, or at least, like, briefly mention that, but I'm sure that's not what she meant. Damn, the thunder scared her.
You, of all the X-Men, know the heartbreak of saying goodbye. Having said it so many times, it is human nature to crave connection, as it is also mutant nature to be heard, seen.
I don't think Gambit's gonna like this.
Connection is a fragile treasure, one we sacrifice so much to maintain.
Sabretooth.
Only to then sometimes watch it break in a blink that changes your life.
Yeah.
You did what you had to, brother. Storm did the same.
And we will respect her decision.
That's so. The blast had your name on it. Should be you leaving, mon ami.
Yeah, he's not happy with him for more than one reason.
Happy as a... What did I say? She's back!
Is she, though?
Jean?
I need the X-Men.
Jean?
What? Hold on. Wait a minute. Mystique? Maybe? Dude, I don't know, but what a place to leave this premiere on. Holy shit. Yeah, I gotta be completely honest. I was not expecting to be as invested into this show as I am, especially considering I haven't seen the original show. Of course, there were certain things in this where I'm like, okay, I'm missing context, but it didn't hurt my viewing experience at all. Like, literally, there was just enough context clues to lay the most basic groundwork for you to understand the show if you haven't seen the original, and I really appreciate that. But while I didn't grow up with these characters, like in this format, I love these characters already. I'm invested in pretty much all of them, at least the ones that we've seen a good chunk of. Still waiting to get a little bit more of Jubilee and Sunspot to know how I really feel about them, but like our main X-Men team, like Wolverine, Cyclops, Rogue, Jean, Beast, Storm, everybody, I'm really into those characters so far. But I love this whole dynamic with Magneto coming in and him having the will and testament of Charles Xavier and him taking over the X-Men, taking over the school. But everything about this story is so compelling so far, because obviously with a compelling villain, they need to have a compelling narrative. At this point, Magneto isn't necessarily the villain, but I think they're building up to a breaking point with him. I think something is going to happen to another one of the X-Men members aside from Storm. I thought that was going to send him over the edge. I thought when he took them up, they were just going to drop. But I really like what they're doing with him. They're making him out to kind of be a villain. He's a bad guy in certain instances, but they're making him an empathetic kind of character, not only because of his past, his motives, but him wanting to preserve what Charles stood for. Like I said, I think something's going to send him over the edge towards the end of this season. I think that's what the intro was hinting at. We see in the intro, you know, the X-Men team with like Scott, Wolverine, Storm, Jean, all of them, and then them running towards Magneto, Sabretooth, and a bunch of other mutant villains, I guess, or anti-heroes, whatever they are. Mutants that have joined Magneto's cause, should I say, and agree with him. But I think that they're leading up to that. Like I said, I don't know what they're doing. I didn't watch the animated show. I don't know how much I have to state that, but I'm not going to get everything. So you guys are gonna have to help me out a little bit if I'm not understanding things completely. But Storm losing her powers is not something that I saw coming, especially this early on in the show. I thought this whole thing at the UN was gonna fail, like this attempted assassination, or not assassination, but the attempt to take away Magneto's power. I thought that was gonna fail, but obviously they did fail in getting Magneto, but they got Storm. She is now gone. She left the X-Men. So who knows what's going to happen with her? I assume that she's not going to remain powerless. I would think that Beast could probably conjure up a cure for that. Who knows? Like I said, I don't know how a lot of this works, but that's just the first thing that comes to mind. So I guess a little bit of the context that I was missing, and I was a little bit confused on at first, is Magneto and Rogue's past. So I assume that they were a thing. They seem to make that abundantly obvious because they had their little moment in Charles's office, and then Gambit was right outside the door kind of listening, or I don't know if he saw Rogue go in there or what, but I like the little hint of animosity that we got towards Magneto from Remy at the end. And it's so funny because in the Fox X-Men movies, you kind of want Wolverine and Jean to be together. You don't necessarily love Cyclops and Jean. You like Cyclops, but you don't like them two together. In this, I like Cyclops and Jean together, but I also feel for Wolverine. So getting to feel the emotions get thrown around in every direction is rather nice. Getting to see the different perspectives and whatnot, I'm really enjoying this so far. Nathan Summers is a name that I am familiar with only by just hearing it from different videos and different videos talking about comics and stuff, so I'm assuming that he's a mutant and not a human. But what in the actual balls is going on at the end? Why are there two Jeans? Because the Jean that was in the house, we saw her give birth. So is the birth mother not really Jean? And dude, I don't know. This has me so confused, but so excited to see this next episode. Like I said, first person that comes to mind is Mystique. But which one is Mystique? Because it would be wild if the one that had Scott's baby was Mystique. But which one's the real Jean? It has to be the one in the house that we saw give birth because we saw her using her powers. Who is this imposter at the door? Is it like time travel related? I don't know what is going on, but I'm excited to find out. Like I said, I am enjoying this show much more than I thought. I'm enjoying it immensely so far. I'm not only invested in the story, but I really like all of these characters so far. I'm familiar with these characters, so I'm sure that's where a little bit of the attachment is coming from, but I don't have the attachment to the animated show. I just have the attachment to the Fox X-Men movies. And this is very different from that. So like I said, if I'm missing any things, if you guys want to give me a little bit more context in the comments, that would be greatly appreciated. Hoping you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you guys did, please consider hitting that subscribe button, like button, turning on post notifications, whatever you guys want to do to support the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're interested in seeing the full-length version of this reaction or any other reaction that I have up on the channel, as well as early access to said reactions, you'll find them right here on YouTube on my membership page. So if you guys could check those out as well, I would greatly appreciate it. So hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you all in the next one.